A6, we're continuing this. We have a special request from Callum from the Pokémon Post Discord for Gengar EX. I feel the best way of playing Gengar, EX at the moment is by playing Eastwood Mega Gengar for that protection on the prizes to kind of slow down the prize race. We're playing 4 Ghastly, 2 Hunt, 3 Hunter, 2 splitter, both Gengar EXs, 2 Toxel and 2 Toxicity, help with those energy acceleration, Monkey Dory because we're playing Dark Energies, 2 Meowth and 1 Visibility for the support. We have Petrol and Lily as our 4/4 supporters, split for those brick hands and finding those important trainers. We're playing 1 Secret Art and 1 Grimsley Move. These can be swapped out for other stadiums or other cards you want to consider. They're kind of flex spots. We played 4 Pokepad, 4 Rare Candy, 3 Buddy Buddy Poffin, 2 Ultra Ball, 2 Night Stretcher, and an Unfair Stamp for all of our items. For Air Balloon, they help move around our Pokemon as we are going to move our own energy around with Mega Gengar EX. And you'll see sometimes we want to able to float between 2 Mega Gengar EXs, chaining that 230 damage. And we're playing 1 Handheld Fan to go for more disruption with our Gengar EX moving energies on opponent's side. And then we have 8 Dark Energy. Right, let's get into those games and see can we win some. Let's jump into game 1. We get the coin flip, we call heads, we get tails. So this deck we want to go first since we are an evolution deck. Unfortunately we don't get that. And we're starting off with a mulligan. We get a Ghastly, 2 Hunters and a Gengar in hand with Buddy Buddy, Ultra Ball and a Energy. So Buddy Buddy for 2 Ghastlies, we're going to Ultra Ball away. Then for Meowth, grab Meowth. Meowth for Lilies, we're going to take 20 on that over Risky Runes. Attach energy before you do Lilies, and then we're going to surprise attack, and we get the heads for up to 30 damage. Now after Lilies we got a good Rare Candy, 2 energies, an Air Balloon, and a Mega Gengar with 2 Toxicities. So to knock out our Gengar with energy on it, that's okay. We're going to do the Secret Art, put energies on it, then we're going to Rare Candy up to 1 in our active. Hit for the knockout and take 1 prize card. They're playing the Baby Okidoki deck with the new Barbonicle to try and get some energy accelerations. They bench their own Meowth, get a Lilies, use their Lilies, bench another Okidoki, put a Prism energy on it. We get a Lilies and an energy, we use energy and the Lilies, put an Air Balloon on it, set up the Toxicity on the bench. We're getting lucky with our Lilies if we keep drawing energies to help power up that Mega Gengar. So we're going to set up the Toxicity on the bench once more, putting an energy on it. And then following it up, we get Meowth, we get Lily. Use the Lilies, draw a fresh hand, put an Air Balloon on the Meowth just in case we get bossed up. And we'll put that energy that we have to move on Toxicity since our Ghastly's already set up. They just pass, they don't do any damage. We'll look and see what's in our hand. We see we can do a Gengar, we can evolve up, and take the knockout and power up our Gengar on the bench more. That we retreated into. That's what I mean with the 2 Air Balloons earlier. The deck profile to be able to switch between your Mega Gengars is quite powerful. And now we over the Stadium, the Neutralization Zone, benching that Toxicity and powering it up was a smart call. Let's jump into game 2, sorry. Getting ahead of myself. Waiting for the coin flip, tails, punt 1, so they're going first again. This time we start off with Monkey Dory, not much else in hand. We do have Lilies and we're going up against a Dragapult Bunary deck. So we attach energies to Monkey, Pokepad for a Ghastly, attach Air Balloon, we're going to Ultra Ball away, 2 cards to grab another Ghastly, this can set up on a bench and we're going to get back that Hunter straight away. They're going to set up the lovely Dragapult. They were counteracting Thinking what to do. They have a big binary and they do. They go for lilies. Ultra ball away. Grab a button, low pony, and immediately promote it because they know they can do serious damage. So we're going to lilies. We have our candy. We know we can take a hit or two. We can get fizz, draw, nice to back in energy, and pass turn. Mega Gengar, only Mega that was knocked out by another EX, only gives you 2 prize cards as well, rather than 3, which is very crucial in certain matchups. They're just going to promote up our Hunter, take the knockout, but no prize card. Now we have the Handle Fan, and the energy's gone. We're going to disrupt them there. Not much since they have 3 weekend directive set up on the bench. We're going to move an energy onto the monkey, get that set up ready to send damage back towards them. They play Crispin and Dragapult, setting up the Dragapult straight away with no special energies required. Phantom Dive, spread the energy around. We have the Angel Fan, we're going straight to that Bidoo. Sending 30 damage over, we'll knock that out, see what we get off for prize cards. I'm going to put energy on it, and then we're going to petrol for Rare Candy. Think what to do, we're just going to hit them, move the damage onto the Toxel on the bench. Doesn't really a great of a move. We didn't have much in our deck to help us that time. Prizes do hurt us this game. So again, Handed Fan, we don't know where to move it. We're just going to stick it on the low pony. I probably should have moved the Psychic onto the other Dragalook. So they're stuck with 2 Psychics on it. Now we're going to power up our Toxicity. Hit for 100, take that knockout, draw 2 prize cards. See what we can do. They have a Fire, Ultra Ball, Dragapult. Able to take a knockout here and spread 60. We're not doing much. It is GG's. If we had actually an energy in deck, or a way to put it back, this secret art would have actually given us the win because we were able to bench snipe the Mega Low Pony. Into game 3 and our final game, we get to call a coin flip. We call right and we go first. And again, we're starting off with a mulligan. We start off with a monkey. And we're saying we're playing against hands, so we just slap an energy on and a air balloon and pass turn. They're going to Pokepad. They'll get the Ildum, which is another consideration for this deck if you want to play around with that moving energies and dropping energies on your opponent's bench. They do put Battle Cage down though, which does hurt this deck a lot. We definitely need to find an energy or a stadium bump in this deck. They play Mortis Conviction, draw it off our full bench, which is lovely in the Alakazam deck. Rare Candy straight up until Alakazam. Everybody out 2 more Dunsparce. And they pass turn to us. But we're going to evolve up into our Toxicity, Rare Candy up, and grab another Hunter to set up on the bench. Petrol for a Achilles next turn. Then we're going to just move damage over, but send them off to Eater, because if we put them on a Dunsparce on the active, he's straight away getting a follow up to Dunsparce and disappeared anyway. With the Alakazam deck, as you can see in our own video, the turns can be long and hard to play out because you want to think about everything, make sure you have everything done correctly since you have so many options on hand and using the correct options to get the most efficient energies. So here we're just setting up a hunt on the bench, and we draw a Mega Gengar EX. So we Air Bloom back, put damage on the element just to get rid of it off our bench. Take a knockout, and we're going to power up our Gengar on the bench. So Gengar will try to activate each time we put an energy on it, but unfortunately it does nothing. So they need 18 cards in hand to knock out Mega Gengar EX, and 16 to knock out the regular Gengar. So they leave us a bit of damage on us. We're going to use a Secret Art, spread out energy around our bench. Just put the 30 damage, make it a bit harder for them to knock out, and then put an energy on a Gengar or Hunter once we attack. So unfortunately our Mega Gengar won't protect us this game for the Wilderness Price card since they play no EXs. Ignoring that Clefairy on the bench, which is a weird inclusion. I probably think that is for the Dragapult matchup, but since Alexam places damaged counters, it doesn't get doubled. And there we play Petrol, we grab our on first time, try to hurt him a bit. And we're just going to knock, and we're going to push that energy. We're going to push it onto the Dunsparce, since we know it's going to shuffle away. It's not going to do anything anyway. Better have them in their deck than on a Alexam or Abracadabra. It is setting up more Dunsparces, and the Dunsparce shuffling away, drawing their 3. All the way back up to 9 cards in hand, as if we did no disruption. Boss up a Monkey Dory, try to stall us out. We Pokepad, we see we have an Air Balloon on deck, that's grand. We'll grab Night Stretch instead. Grab an energy. 3. We probably should have grabbed Air Balloon, because that way we'd have a better security on protection against boss. But since we know it's in the deck, we have Petrol, so we can play around it again. They're going to draw a load of cards. They have 16 in hand, hit us for 320, take 2 prizes. Our turn, we draw the Air Balloon. We check what's in the deck. We meow. We grab Lilies. We Lilies. We Ultra Ball. We got the Fez. We're digging for that Night Stretcher. Considering, do we just try to hit them with Hunter? No. They have 19. They have enough in hand to kill. They just boss up. They meow to show us they had it, and they take their last 2 prizes. Right, so after those games, the deck is really fun to play. The one thing I will say, it definitely needs a stadium bump. So would look at cutting Grimsley Move or Jen's Secret Art for stadiums and bosses orders to help close out those last few prize cards. Then what else? Maybe adding a switching option, such as like Surfer in the help switch in for if your Monkey Dory or your Meow gets boxed up, so you don't have to stick an Air Balloon onto them. It would also help greatly. But on Sarah Sandberg's brilliant as the ace spec, especially with Rocket's Petrol, when you can upset your opponent by moving some tricky steps around them and having the Nolan Curse to punish them for putting damage on the bench. This does get stopped by Cage though, so I will look at adding a stadium in this. This will be one of the decks I will come back and visit probably towards the end of the month or when the next set comes out, which is the new Ninja Spinner set for us. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed.